Hello everybody, I'm John T. Lewis. I'm the political preacher. We got a lot to do today, so let's pray.
We're not gonna take it. Come on. Oh no, we ain't gonna take it. Oh, we're not gonna take it anymore. We've got the right to choose it. There ain't no way we'll lose it. This is our life. This is our song.
Thank you for joining us once again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm John T. Lewis. I'm the political preacher, and what we're going to talk about today is a subject that's been on the minds of people everywhere you read, everywhere you look. Everybody that's talking about it is talking about the health care reform legislation that Congress has been considering, and that's being pushed by these people that are wanting to get it passed as soon as they possibly can. Well, when we think about yet another big government program, and this is going to be another ultra big government program, when we think about that, we have to simply ask ourselves the question, has the government ever run anything efficiently? Has the government ever run anything effectively? I mean, it doesn't matter where you're coming from, whether you're Republican, Democrat, somewhere in between, or something different entirely. That's not the point. The point is, when you look at our federal government, it's very obvious that they are not able to run things effectively. It's always out of control. You look, for instance, at Social Security. There you have, my friends, a system which is out of money and out of control. It's dilapidated. When you get your Social Security statement in the mail, if you haven't already done so, you're going to find out that they themselves admit that they're going to be out of money very soon. And when you look at something like Medicare, you see exactly the same thing. Medicare is a system that they're having to cut benefits because they can't keep things in line, because it's not going according to schedule. Or if you look at our welfare system, you talk about a joke now. You talk about a system where people are abusing it, where money is being poured down the drain. That's our welfare state. And it's a system that encourages laziness, does it not? It encourages people to be lazy, and it encourages people to stay poor. It's a system which is out of control. And so when you look at what our federal government has done in the past, what would ever make us believe that they're going to be able to do something for us now in the present and in the future? It's not going to happen, friends. It's not going to happen. I mean, the government has been breaking promises ever since the very beginning. You can go all the way back to when the Constitution was being debated as to whether they were going to accept it or not, whether they were going to put the Constitution into place. There were some people that were against it because they felt like the federal government would take over, that they would have too much power, that eventually they would swallow up the power of the states. And no, they promised them. No, the federal government's going to stay out of states' business. They're going to let them do their own thing. Well, here we are over 200 years later, and we see the federal government broke that promise and continues to break it every day. So what would make us believe that since government has this track record of breaking promises, what would make us believe that we're not going to have to wait in line when it comes to health care? That we're not going to have to be put on a waiting list for operations? And what would make us believe that our health care coverage is not going to go down? That is the quality of it. Everything in the world tells us that those things will happen. And that despite the promises that Obama and Reid and Pelosi and others, despite those promises from those people, we know that it's not going to be that way. We shouldn't believe that it is, because it never has been. Thank you for joining us today, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John T. Lewis. I'm the political preacher. And I want to urge you, as those that are concerned and those that want to make a difference, to fight the good fight and to lay hold of that which is truly American. And please remember that this program is supported by your tithes and offerings. And the full-time salary of my second shift pilot depends on it. So let's pray.
We're free.